TikTok in its entirety can be defined as a social media app. Social media in itself allows you to post anything and everything as long as it, fits to a reasonable degree. This allows TikTok to have some pretty weird content on there. In this following video, I'm going to be showing some of this quote-unquote disturbing and weird content that I found on my feed, which is a new account that I just created last month. Nothing besides Siege should be showing up in my feed, yet TikTok is trying to get me politically brainwashed to target random people based on their ideologies, which I showcase in this video.
Y'all already know what time it is. Say it with me. How many piggies are in the station? This morning, around 7:30. Of course, as always, 125th and Lexington. There were two. It was before 8 a.m. I was surprised that there were cops there. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but yeah, it was before 8 a.m. and there were two little coppies. Y'all, what are you doing? Silly girl. Reddit's servers are down. Where am I supposed to get my bullshit stories now? Reddit.
But as you can see, he is taking photos of cops nonchalantly without them noticing. Notice how he blurs out the people who aren't cops, their faces here. It's kind of weird. He's almost saying to do something to these people, but he's not really saying it, so it can't be, traced back to him. 125th Street and Lex, y'all, I tried so hard to sync it up. Please don't be mad. I don't know what he means by that. I know that's the location of these people. He also does this other video where it's you already know what time it is. How many piggies were in the station this morning? And he's giving the time and he's giving the location of, where these officers are at. And this is just what I'm talking about. Just making a video like this is a large red flag. Not as weird as, taking a bunch of pictures of people with nose rings on TikTok and putting them into a compilation, which I'm going to be doing later in this video. But something about this guy or gal, not judging here. I don't know what he transitioned to, so I don't want to, go assume. It gives me an off-putting feeling, and I'm not saying this because I'm transphobic or homophobic or anything like that. This guy has the same attitude, and he kind of acts the same way as that one person who shot up the elementary school. I think it was last year or 2 years ago, where the cops snuck up behind on them and gave the dude back shots. So we're gonna start off strong here. Notice the flags in this man's bio. He's got the Ukraine flag. He's got the controller, PlayStation controller, which is the biggest red flag I've ever seen. PlayStation people, I don't know with you people. Mexican flag, okay. Scientology, I think that's what that emoji is. Or he just studying stuff under a microscope. Who really knows? Hamas, there we go, the Hamas flag. And Vinny says, in typical TikTok fashion, I actually do, quote unquote, accidentally follow some minors. Does anyone know if it notifies them if I just block them? Why is he following minors? My guy Vinny in his profile picture, he looks in his late 20s, maybe even, mid 30s here. Why is he following minors? It's kind of weird. Notice the flags in the bio, or notice the flags in his name. I don't know, kind of weird. Then David7 here says, they only know if you block them if they click on your profile. You don't get notice from this, it's cut out. Both of these people here are kind of weird. This guy, David7, has the same name as that dude who had that girl cut up in his trunk for a couple of months. That's kind of weird. Just a odd encounter that I saw on TikTok. Just gonna brush past that. I don't know how to make these videos entertaining. Literally being handed gold here, and I can't get a good comment out of myself. But I'm pregnant. I don't know what to say.
KG, me and the wife just had a kid. Named him after you, but I told the wife it was after America's first president. Love your content. Well, thanks, dude. You'll never know.
But here's my nose ring compilation, and we're just gonna quickly fast forward through it. I'm not going to commentate on really most of the nose ring people here, except for a few outliers. The first outlier is this woman with her sea green hair, her black lipstick, and a little bit of her boobs sticking out. I can see some of that cleavage. Oh my, what a treat. She has a nose ring. She was slamming the desk in a public setting, just acting like a complete 7-year-old toddler having a hissy fit. I don't know if this was for clout, if this was like for public attention. Who really knows? This dude was probably the nicest person on TikTok I've interacted with of like the 50 different people. If you're on TikTok and you're watching this video, I would definitely recommend checking out Geo. I don't know what type of content he does, but he seems like a pretty cool dude. And he does have a bunch of like Halloween stuff in the background. So, all right. So this is another left-leaning person. She says when he's a 10 out of 10 and hates Trump with a passion. She's pointing up. I put the skull emoji there because I was circling her teeth. Here's another nose ring lady that stuck out. I'm not even gonna bother reading that caption because my parents are like stalking me right now and I don't need them hearing me talk about this. It's also why I never talk loudly in my videos. I'm literally a prisoner of my own home. She's got a lot of piercings on her lower lip, her eye, her forehead had some as well, her ears. Anywhere where you can put piercings, I'm willing to assume she's got piercings down there as well. It probably looks like a spike trap from Fortnite or something down there. This person just looked like Ronald McDonald, and I just commented another nose ring for my YouTube. The screenshot emoji here. I was hoping to get some reaction bait, but most of the people on TikTok don't like my existence, so they try to pretend that I don't exist. Oh well. This thing popped up on my TikTok live feed. This scared the hell out of me. I'm putting this in the nose ring compilation just because you have to see it too. That thing is just, yeah, I don't know. I really can't say anything nice, so I'm just gonna brush past this. Oh, here's another one as well. Anyone who's right supportive or right leaning in my audience right now, you'll probably agree with me when I say this. These two people, they have nose rings. I don't know if one's a guy, one's a gal. I think one is a girl. I don't know about the other one. They kind of got that like bi appearance to them. I'm pretty sure their arms look like toothpicks. You know, I can't really because my neck is red and my collar is blue. But anyways, they got this red filter going on and they got these red lights in their background. Hashtag vote blue, hashtag the blue heart contains a Little Demon. All right, the music. They're listening to someone called Little Demon. They got the red filter on. You can't see it, but that ear piercing that the person has, that is a cross upside down. Could this be LARP? Could this just be another left-leaning person thinking that they're like working with the devil or something? Who really knows? It's just kind of weird that TikTok has like all these mad cow political people that come into the woodworks and they appear on my feed because the app is trying to brainwash me to not like these people or to become one of these people. It's very weird to me. And then there's this one as well. You're not rage baiting, you're just annoying. I fear that's what rage baiting is, and you fell for it. Okay. I don't know why you got like a fake bloody shirt going here. Look at that nose ring though. That one is the most unique one I've ever seen. It looks like pink pubic hair is coming out of your nose. This person looked like the egg from Puss in Boots. And she says, I think it's a she at least. I really don't know. It looks like a Family Guy character. Well, it's a good thing you miscarried. You are so young. You can always have another. Are words that should never leave your mouth to any angel mother or father ever. Literally go blank yourself if you say that. I don't think anyone says that. I think this is a straw man argument.
How's it all doing it in? We doing all right? I'm not doing nothing else. Well, we buy for this offspring. I spent way too much of my life being a Bravo, okay? I was born a Bravo, but I ain't gotta die a Bravo. Because I got the alpha brain. I just need the alpha brain. Guess what I'm doing? I'm picking my kids up on time now. Oh yeah, my wife is tired.
This guy, I don't know what he's on. He's sweating profusely. I think he's like being tortured right now on Instagram Live. Like they got him in some kind of like heat chamber going, something out of like The Boys or like Wolfenstein game or something. Who really knows? Maybe they're trying to inject Nova 6 into this man's bloodline and he's gonna start turning into like a COD zombie. But he's just geeking out. All right, he's talking about his kids. He's talking about his wife coming back. He's a beta or he's like an alpha or a sigma. Who really knows what is going on? But everyone on TikTok, all 700 people, they were fueling this man's on. They were fueling this guy on. You know, I wish people would support my my crash outs as well, but You know, we all can't be as lucky as this guy. Okay, there's a few more nose rings to go through. I'm skipping past some of them because I have really nothing to add here. I voted for Trump because I'm a Christian. In your beliefs, Jesus was a person of color. Trump goes against every single one of your beliefs. What a weird caption. We're not only bringing religion into politics, but we're assuming the skin color of the Christian deity. And then she goes on to later say underneath the video, as someone who isn't Christian, you are not a true Christian. That makes no sense. That is literally me saying, as an Xbox player, you are not a true PlayStation player. As a football fan, you are not a true basketball fan. You see the relation there? There is none. This chick is just dumb. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Guys, I just got a shirt as a free sample. And is this an Iron Cross? Help, I don't actually know. And the shirt that she shows, I'm not even joking with you, it is literally just the normal cross. That's all it is. I do not understand the brainwashing that has gone into half these people on this app, or just the absolute lack of a single brain cell floating around in their, you know, ever vacant skull. This person, nothing to say here. Just, they have a nose ring, that's all. This image I found particularly funny. It's like a double negative here. They're saying they're a bum-out Republican, so I'm assuming they're left-leaning. They have the pride flag in the background. They have these pride sandals in the doorframe. You are gripping your child, I'll assume, like you're trying to strangle him, but you're doing it wrong. He has to actually be turned the other way. Right now you are smothering him into your fat rolls, which could be a form of child abuse, whichever way you're looking at this. And that is about all I can say. I think that does it for the nose ring section. I also want to bring into this Twitter screenshot and this iFunny comment where Dominic Michael Truppi, I have no idea who the hell this guy is, but apparently he's popular because his tweet got 1 million views. He says, TikTok now censoring posts that mention the influence of AIPAC after ownership change. No clue what that is. Dark Souls 2014 though, he'd be saying, no, TikTok was a problem in general. Please look up the court cases, I urge you. That being said, it's not better now, just under new management. And when you do look up these court cases, there is numerous cases of TikTok being sued for basically brainwashing the youth, you know, through these posts that I'm covering, that I've been covering. And I already know this video is going to get like dislike botted by all the TikTok people, because every time I post any of my videos on TikTok, I just get like dislike bombed. People report my videos and whatnot. Even if it's not like anything, you know, like this, if it's just me playing a game and not really saying anything bad or anything, or if I'm like showing off a video or making a video on Siege, just every time I post it to like TikTok, it just gets hate bombed. It's insane. And everyone's like, oh, you know, post to TikTok. That's how you get a following. No, it doesn't matter what I do. I feel like everything is against me in that sense. So I'm kind of over it. But I'm still gonna, you know, once this video is posted, I'm gonna just share it to TikTok and we'll see. But like most of my videos that I post to TikTok, I'll have 3 likes, and those are people from my audience that watch my videos. And then I'll have like 20 or 30 dislikes, and those are people from TikTok who just see me, and they just don't like me for some, you know, unknown reason. Oh, he's not following the current trend. I hope he dies. You know, that's what I imagine is going through half the people's heads on TikTok when they even decide to check out my content. Because I doubt really any of them decide to check it out to support me. Instead, they just want to go click dislike on the video to get like a sort of dopamine receptor or something in their head. I don't know. These people are weird. They're mentally ill. They should be locked up. That's my hard truth. Here's a grandma that I ran into on TikTok Live. I asked if we could do a mukbang together.
No, Grimmer of Doom. Can't help you here. We are ASMR. We're trying out ASMR to see if we're any good at it.
You know, I thought we could eat some SpaghettiOs, me and her, you know, see who can eat the most SpaghettiOs in an hour or in like 10 minutes or something, you know, some realistic time from here. And she shot that idea down because she'd rather bang on the table with a stick or a pencil, whatever she's doing, and call that ASMR. No. ASMR is the way that I have to talk in my videos, lady, not banging on a surface constantly. You need to know now that I hate these old people that come in, they try and steal, you know, the newer generation content, and they make it 10 times worse than people back at, you know, all the other old heads at the nursing home, the retiring home. We need to stop that.
Did you think that I, the creator of that video, was not gonna see this fucking comment and call you out? Here's our little friend's TikTok and little guy's YouTube.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
digital footprint. Just saying.
Oh wait, here's another nose ring that slipped by. Why do you have to make everything political? Well, unfortunately, my existence has become more political. I do not think vampires, or, you know, whatever this is political leaning. They want to be a philosophy professor. I can't even speak anymore. Holy cow, and I have to do commentary, bro. Actual self-hell I've put myself into. Like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm just gonna brush past this. It's too much for me to comprehend. This post I found insanely funny. This is kind of gonna, you know, contribute to anyone's fatigue here. There's two posts back to back. Yes, the person making this is black. So before EBT, their fridge is basically empty. I think they deserve food and whatnot. After EBT, their fridge is stocked to the brim. But I also circled something here because they bought themselves a little treat, all right? They bought themselves some Crown. Personally, I don't think EBT should be able to be spent on alcohol or, you know, any other non-essential items here. Everything else in this photo, I'm fine with. Except for the beer there. If that's a beer with the red cap, I don't know. I barely get out of the house. And people are opposing this rule. Like most of the left-leaning people, they're like, EBT should, you know, you get the money, you can spend it on whatever you want. I highly disagree with that. You know, it is my tax money, all right? I'm not trying to fund, you know, so-and-so's alcohol addiction with their kids. That's the last thing. I don't mind paying taxes if it's to feed, you know, someone's family. That they can't support the kids that they wanted to have. That's a whole nother topic of discussion. I'm fine with that, though, if we're going to keep EBT around for that. What I don't support, though, is this man buying a big old bottle of Crown and putting it in his fridge with my tax dollars and everyone else's tax dollars. That is messed up. This is someone reacting to my comment as well when I said underneath that post, when I said EBT money should not be spent on alcohol. All right, that's what I put. And this is the dude's reaction to it. This isn't the guy, by the way. This isn't like his fridge or anything. This is just some random other... You know, a black person coming to this dude's aid. This is somehow helping him. This dude, like, absolutely having a spurg moment in the back of his car. I don't know how this is meant to help the problem. I just... laughing my ass off when I saw I was added in this. Here's a dude on Siege, who's like streaming Siege, this absolute sloth, this glutton. I'm saying that because he was a total douchebag to me when I asked if he wouldn't mind checking out my channel, because he's like, chat, what should I react to? Well, he's stuffing his fat face full of like these 4 burritos that he ate. He probably ate more, because he literally ate 4 of these like saran wrapped, or tinfoil wrapped burritos in like 2 minutes flat. It was a gross thing to watch. Plus he's like laying down playing. He's got like his monitor on his crotch.
Bro, you're obviously, so you're hating on me because I'm doing what you wish you could do, but I'm doing it better. Yeah, you're a goofball, bro. Fuck out of here. Not hating? Yeah.
A weird way to play Siege. If I ever encounter this guy in a lobby, I would publicly humiliate him. Can't even speak, dude. I'm like actual backwater. I told this guy to check out my channel. He starts going off on me. He's saying that I'm jealous because he can do what I can do 10 times better or something. You know, good on you, man. Not all of us, you know, some of us have a hard time speaking. Some of us are like, I don't know what it is. Oh, I hate talking. Let me become a commentary YouTuber and go nowhere. It's just, it's like 7 different layers of, I don't know what the word is. I can't even speak. I'm just frustrated because I have to deal with this shame, and I'm not letting them do that to me. And it's pissing me off even more and more. Like, I feel like the sky is going to crack open or something, and a hand is going to reach down and grab me and be like, RDM admin failed, you know, RP, like it's some Gmod server or something. I refuse to play my part in this messed up play that they have going for me. And no, this isn't me molding out because I refuse to get a job. No, that's, you can't pull that card. But anyways, I was telling this guy, you know, you have to go on to YouTube. Because he's thinking I'm talking about my TikTok account. Like, how much of an imbecile do you have to be? You have to click on the YouTube video link. I link it in all my videos. It's linked in my profile. I wanted him to react to my Why Siege X is Awful video because I wanted him to see it. It's good content. Did he want to do that? No. He wanted to ego me. He wanted to say that I'm hating on him because I asked him nicely And he wanted to say a bunch of other stuff to me, and he wanted to try and have like his chat harass me and whatnot. And I left before that. I screen recorded it. It's just insane. This guy was trying to engage bait me, which it's messed up, man. It's messed up. This view in a conservative blonde, like this is like some total like beer belly uncle in his 60s or 70s posting something like this. I mean, at least the man's going outside and he's hiking. But makes takes with the American flag and the rose wilt. He says conservative, yet enjoying a communist space. Nice. And I thought to myself, is this guy in Russia? This guy is in like the North Cascades National Park, which I'll assume is in the US, maybe even in Canada. You know, who really knows? I'm assuming it's American based on that caption, but he says that this is a communist space. So based on that logic, every national park that you go to, Russia owns. All right, the USSR owns that. So according to Mixed Takes here, little nitwit in his profile picture, you know, any national park, the Russians own it. All right, we must attack the national parks, people. We must take back what is rightfully ours from these invisible Russian forces in these national parks. All right, and they call me schizophrenic. I think that concludes my little TikTok circus show. Most of these people were completely mentally deranged. The TikTok brainwashing machine is completely real with everything that I've showed off. Especially that one dude earlier who was going around taking photos of cops and National Guard people in the subway, plus the thing on his profile that I showed during the video of him having this badge. It says to shoot at ICE agents, and that's going to do it for this video. That will probably get 7 views because I am falling off before I even become a thing. Look at this, look at that, -2 subscribers. I've never seen it go red before. Like,